Man, HadesOmega here. So I'm riding my good old Kawasaki ZR-7 here. Man, it's been a long time since I've ridden this. Ever since I bought the Empulse, I've just been riding that bike, and man, this bike is a hoot to ride, man. It's a total hooligan bike. Yeah, I'm just riding it today so I can get some fuel through the carb, you know, and just get it on the road a little bit. I don't ride it anymore. It's just a hoot to ride, man. It makes a lot of noise compared to the Empulse. I like it, and then I don't have to worry about riding it fast or anything, you know. Like, oh, it's gonna suck the battery down, you know. I don't have to worry about that. I got gasoline, and the ergonomics are better than the Empulse. Anyway, I had to go pick up a package from FedEx, so that's why I took it out for a ride. And man, this is rip. I was thinking about selling this bike, man. I don't know if I want to sell it now. I can just turn it into a track bike or something, you know. I was planning to track it a couple times. Yeah, I just had a blast. I wish I got it on the video. I was just ripping through the freeway like in traffic. The other sport bikes. This bike has a Tusk dirt bike bars. I think it's an ATV bend. I think I'm not really sure what kind of bend it is. Yeah, it's whatever the highest ones are. I had Clubman bars on this bike before, and I didn't like it. It just felt wrong, you know. I had to actually counter steer myself, you know. I had to actually put steering input to make the wheels counter steer, so I know these ergos are bad. This is much better. I have the bars set back a little bit. Also, I didn't like the stock bars because the stock bars have too much sweep back, you know. Woo! Yeah, the stock bars have more sweep back. What I like about this has a big tank. It feels good between your legs. The bike is big. It's a 4-cylinder, so it it feels big between your legs. But I guess it fits me as a rider pretty well. So I made it. I found the FedEx center. I told you just follow that truck and you get there. All right, so I gotta go pick up this package. This guy handicapped. Yeah, man. Oh, this bike has 56,000 miles on it, man, and it's still going, man. Would I be able to hit 56,000 miles on that Empulse? I don't know, man. Before the batteries go bad? Maybe. I'd have to ride the balls off of it, though. All right, here's we go. I don't know. I'm kind of still up in the air. I'm still up in the air if I want to sell this bike or not. I mean, but the only thing I don't like is that it's carbureted. I can't let it sit around for a long time. I have to ride it every once in a while, like it is now. You know, you really should ride. You really should ride all your bikes. You know, you got too many bikes, HadesOmega. All right. Goes. If anything, this bike is running a little lean because I got the exhaust on it, but it's okay. I wonder how it would be like if I just if I just went all out on it, you know, just get pod filters and rejet it. This bike will be fucking awesome. I want to turn it into a hooligan bike, you know. I mean, the exhaust is already really loud. How much louder could it be with pod filters, right? Yeah, by the way, this bike has a D&D muffler on it. It is a little beat up and scratched up. I had a low side last year when I was riding when it was really cold. What's the problem? Yeah, it was really cold and the tires didn't warm up. They weren't warm, so like I just goosed it out of the parking lot and the back just like spun out on me. So, yeah, that's the first time I had gone down on the pavement on a sport bike. It sucked. I landed on my hip again. Again, I landed on my hip. Same hip too. But yeah, this bike is a whole lot of fun to ride, man. Maybe I should just keep it. I don't know, man. I mean, I still have to pay insurance and registration every year. That's like $200-ish every year I gotta spend on this bike. But you know, it's a bike to ride, you know, and it's a beat up bike too. So I don't really care how, you know, pretty it looks. You just ride it, you know. Just make sure it runs, you know. But I've done very little things to maintain it. It's an uber reliable bike, man. These old Kawasaki 4s, man. These air and oil cooled bikes. They're fucking bulletproof. I used to have my very first bike was a Kawasaki Zephyr, Kawasaki Zephyr 550. And then I saw this in San Francisco for like $500. No, I think it was $800. And I talked the guy down to $500. The dude was like moving to Germany, you know, and I think he bought it from his friends or something, and there was some stuff wrong with it. Like the rotors were all fucked up, and need new brake pads, and something wrong with the chain tensioner. I think they installed the chain tensioner backwards is the problem. All I did was flip it around. What else? The seat was all tore up, and yeah, it was a San Francisco bike, so you know, it just stayed on the street all the time, you know. Bikes in San Francisco, you know, they live a hard life, dude, I'm telling you, unless you got a garage. But yeah, it stayed on the street. This has a center stand too. I like it. It's got a center stand. It's even got a little compartment under the fender, you know, or behind the fender. There's enough stuff to put like a pump. I put a pump back there and my registration and all that good stuff. And you can put like maybe a bottle of water back there or a sandwich, you know. It's a great bike. But I bought the Empulse to replace this one, and coming from the Empulse to this, I like this. This is a better, you know, it feels like it's a better everyday bike, you know, or do-it-all bike. It's comfortable you can do sport touring on it. The biggest problem with these ZR-7s though, are they're old and they don't make any more parts for them. So you can't find like aftermarket parts for it anymore, for the most part. Can't get luggage racks or, you know, that kind of stuff, so it's very hard to find that kind of stuff for this bike. But if you could outfit this with racks, you know, you could totally use this for sport touring because it's very comfortable, it's very smooth, you know, it'll just zip on the freeway all day long. It's a canyon carver, man. The only thing I don't like about this bike is it is a bit of a pig. It's a bit of a pig. It's hard to get it, you know, it's not very good at doing transitions and stuff. You really gotta work it. It doesn't just fall into the turns. Like, let's say you're riding like a Ninja 300 or something, you know, that does all the cornering work for you. No, you gotta do all the cornering work here. The bike won't turn, you gotta make it turn. You gotta kick it over, weight the pegs more, you know. But I have these, the good thing about the ZR-7 is there's a lot of Chinese parts. Holy shit, this ambulance is going the wrong way. That's the wrong way on the street right there, buddy. That is like super dangerous. I've never seen that. I've never seen an ambulance go the wrong way. As you can see, all the cars are going this way, and the traffic is supposed to go that way on that side, so. That is nuts. But yeah, also I got a bunch of Chinese parts on this bike. Believe it or not, like there's a lot of these Chinese copy parts, you know, of like more expensive like, you know, accessories for this bike. I got the adjustable anodized levers here. I got these preload adjusters that I really don't use them, and it looks like they're leaking. They're wet. I got these. The one thing I like are these foot pegs. I got these foot pegs, these Chinese foot pegs. And they're great. They're kind of like knurled. They're spiked foot pegs, and they really grip good. You know. Oh my freaking god, dude! See that? It was green for me. You saw that, right? It was green for me. Anyway, yeah, so I got my next stop here, the bank. But, yeah, I got these Chinese Footpegs, and they are fucking great. I love them. They're the best, like, at least sport bike pegs I've ever ridden with. They really stick to your boots. You'd be surprised how much easier it is to corner when you can, like, really, you know, put some weight into the pegs, you know, when we could really push down on them. You don't have to worry about your boots slipping off. Well, actually, my boots are slipping off right now. Maybe they're worn out. I have to buy new ones. If I can put some of these foot pegs on my Empulse, it'd be great. But yeah, these Chinese parts are great, man. They're cheap. They're cheap copies of, like, you know, other parts, and they work just as good, and they look great, and they're cheap. Only drawback is, yeah, they come from China, so you gotta wait. It'll take anywhere from like a week to like a month, you know, to get the part. So, but yeah, I've had a lot of fun on this bike. I got the Tusk dirt bike bars on it, and it is great. I love these bars. I think it's bent though. When I dropped the bike, I think I bent it a little bit, but I don't really notice it too much. I was like, nah, it's fine. Like I said, the stock bars on this, man, the exhaust, dude. I'm telling you, the exhaust is just intoxicating on this bike. Like, I'm not really a big fan of super loud exhaust, but I like this super loud exhaust on this bike, you know. People can hear you, you know. They'll hear you coming. It's just too bad for the neighbors, right? Come on, man, just go. Just go. It's very easy to ride, too. The Empulse, I notice, is not very good at slow maneuvers. The handlebars don't turn too much. Yeah, they don't turn too much like this one. This one you can